If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Lawful Stupid just jumped over. First of all, it's free, and we love that. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, wherever you're at, all on the go. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you. There are a lot of other vendors out there, a lot of platforms that they will make sure your podcast gets to. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with zero minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Last time on Lawful Stupid, boys, we did
Last
a thing.
time, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, we did lots of things. I don't remember what we did last time, if we're completely honest.
Well, there was a fight over a book. There was a river adventure.
I mean, canonically last time?
I don't remember that happening anyway.
You don't remember any of that? Just too drunk, or just, like abused in your mind and will refuse to remember it?
I'm blocking it out.
Oh, good. Good. Excellent. So before we get into it, we have a special guest this time. How about you take a moment to introduce yourself?
Oh, that's very kind of you. Hello, my name is Adil Rafai.
Hey,
You know him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Go ahead and tell him.
I'm Chunt on the podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern, and I also do a podcast called Sibling Speculaire and a new podcast called Hey Riddle Riddle.
I haven't heard of Hey Riddle Riddle.
Yeah, me either.
Tell us
That's what
about?
I was thinking.
It's a few months old. We're a podcast where it's myself and two improvisers, and we try and solve riddles or puzzles, and we do improvised scenes along the way.
Oh, I'm about that.
Is it like your standard riddle? Like, I grow shorter as I grow older. What am I?
We do a lot of those. They're almost like these weird, like Lord of the Rings-esque, high language. And then we also do some that are just like lateral thinking puzzles or like longer, like story problems. It's a mixed bag. But yeah,
super into that.
we just launched our Patreon. We've been going for a few months. We've had a lot of success. So check it out.
Oh, consider it binged. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be done.
On my list.
No, tonight would be good.
Oh,
That's what I meant. Yeah, totally. Guys, sorry. Please forgive me.
You act like I don't already do stuff in the middle of recording anyway.
You're right.
That's confirmed. Yeah. So yeah, he'll be joining us, and we're just gonna jump right in and to give you a heads up. Basically, we're gonna use that narrative device to roll you into the story, and we'll set up from there, and that'll allow you to introduce your D&D character that you've created and chosen to play.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's
Devin, I'm gonna need you to take that down just like a notch.
Half a step.
The gushing. The gushing.
I love
buddy.
him. I love you. I mean,
Ooh, from our previous conversation, I think gushing is the adjective that wins.
For both, yes. I knew there was a word for both, Shane.
Oh, we can't talk
And our
about
guest
it.
has
Now.
found
We can't
it.
tell the people.
it's the good and bad. Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Oh, that's great. So you boys are on the. You find yourself on the cliff face in the Ridgecrest mountain peaks, and just as you have arrived back from one of Wynn's topsy-turvy trips, and you're starting to get acclimated with everything in the real world, or the world that you canonically know that is not Wynn's fuckery.
That was bonkers. I'm really glad that's over and we don't have to do that again for any period of time nearby at all.
Right, it's usually a long time before it happens again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you hear the lute play again.
Son of a fuck!
Almost as if on cue. And you feel your world swim and spin, and the grayscale of everything kind of falls apart. And you find yourself waking up on a grassy hill, next to a tree, and it's got a soft breeze, and it's a overcast day, but it's warm. It's perfect. You could not have asked for for a better day, right? It's that perfect summer day. It's not too hot. It's not too unbearable, and you got a nice breeze going on. And sitting next to you, boys, unbeknownst to you, is this gnome. And I'm going to give you an opportunity, sir, to describe your character so we all have like a visual.
Oh, sure. I think that this gnome is about maybe 5 feet tall. He's about as tall as he is wide. So a real block of a man. He has a hat on that's almost like what you would imagine Tom Waits would wear, like a pork pie hat.
Yes, absolutely.
He has a long sleeve shirt with the sleeves rolled up and like a nice deep green vest on, and the shirt underneath is brown. And then he just has these pants that are also kind of brown, but depending on what angle you look at them, they kind of they're iridescent. They kind of change color a little bit, and it just looks like the most beautiful sort of shimmering wood that you've ever seen. But they're clearly flexible, so it's some sort of cloth. But it looks like if I stood still, I would look like I was rooted into the ground. And no shoes.
Are we anticipating a gravelly baritone? Are we expecting a Tom Waits voice? Or
I mean, you can talk to me. I'm not going to tell you what voice to
okay.
expect.
You've got. You're right.
Got it. Yeah. So
play
please, you
D&D,
guys
boys.
all open your eyes to the beautiful word picture he's just described to you.
Can I say when you said that they awake on like a grassy knoll, I thought for sure we were about to do a D&D campaign in Dallas when JFK was shot.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Welcome to
magic
the podcast.
I
You're
cast
a part of
magic
this
bullet.
now. There's no way out of it.
If you ever do a D&D campaign that's set in that world to stop the JFK assassination, I will be there.
Yeah, I'll call you next week.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Yeah.
I want to be the driver.
What a weird
I want to
request.
be Jackie Kennedy.
Dang it.
Got him.
Anyway.
Yeah, so this is the world that you've been summoned into. So when you open your eyes, not only do you see this gnome and this tree, and you're on this like hill, to the north of you and in the distance, you see this bigger oak tree, and it's the roots like spread out. I mean, it's massive. It's a massive tree, several stories tall, and at the top it's like big branches and lots of leaves. And you see like these buildings all spread around it, but they're like canvas topped. It's almost you definitely get the feeling and the view of it, and the colors, the vibrant colors. It's almost like it's a fair. Like there's a fair around this giant tree ahead of you.
But first off,
seems like there's a party going on. That's nice for a change.
We just got back from one of the... What if Gwen sent us on a vacation for once? To a nice thing?
wouldn't that just be lovely if just one time it wasn't complete fuckery? I don't believe that's the case, but...
Oh, sorry to bother you boys, but I heard someone say complete fuckery.
Oh, you scared me there.
That's my nickname, my college nickname.
Complete
Complete
fuckery.
fuckery, enchanté. My name is Elmer Oaknoll.
It's a pleasure to meet you, complete fuckery. I send my hand to shake.
Call me Elmer for now. We're not in college anymore.
Fair enough, Elmer. I am Christoph Shindo. A pleasure to meet you.
Christoph, very nice to meet you. Who else do we have here?
Rowan, the
I'm
bard.
Atlas Faria.
One at a time now, you idiots.
Sorry, you go ahead, Rowan. Rowan, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I guess he already... It's Rowan. Hello.
Rowan, like what you do to a boat?
Exactly. The first person to get the pun.
I like this fellow. My name is Atlas Faria.
Atlas. Ooh, I like that name. Won't shrug
thank
that
you.
off. Now, I see that you boys were admiring over in the distance there. What's happening is my wife's thrown in a fair.
A fair?
Your wife? Any occasion?
No, I'm sorry. My wife's having an affair. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
I'm looking for some high adventure because I've been cuckolded.
Same, all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, you've all been
Don't say it.
cuckolded. We've been cuckolded.
We've been cuckolded together.
No one's held my cuck in a long time.
Well, we'll see if we can
Y'all saying
change
a lot
that.
of words that I don't understand.
Oh, Atlas, you are a charmer. Shall we head over to the fair and check it out?
Yes.
Free.
Yeah, so you all advance forward down this hill, and like I said, it is a beautiful day. It's like that perfect temperature, like the overcast sky, and the skies while they're overcast, like it just feels good, right? Like it's a perfect beach day, like 'cause it's not too hot, not too cold.
Is this the slice of life episode?
Yeah. It is. It's just all good things will happen here.
Fuck yeah.
100%. That's never gone wrong for you. So when you approach this fair, you see all these the colors of silver, gold, and like this deep green, and you're hearing like cheers from these people that are like enjoying the fair, and you're hearing like carnival games, and not carnival games, but like I guess carnival games of skill and chance, and there's like these like rides that are put up, so like that are typically meant for kids, and so like you have these kids that are like riding these rides, and sometimes you see like halflings that are just like had a little too much of the wine, sneaking on those rides because like kind of fit anyways. But the majority of, as you approach this this fair, you see like mostly humans like running the booths, but in the fair itself, it's like a mixed bag of races. You just don't see a lot of non-humans. I mean, if any, so far, that are actually running any of like the events or the fair games or any of like the ticketing stands. So you guys kind of like approach the general entrance, and there's a guy, like an admissions guy. And he's like wearing like this deep green robe with some accents of like silver. And as you guys approach, he says, "Welcome to Wynn's Fair. Welcome. Come in.
Wynn's Fair?
Yes, that's what I said.
How could we lose?
Everything's up from here, my boy. Wynn's Fair. You can't go wrong.
Hooray.
What brings you here?
Wynn.
A sense of
Win.
adventure?
Oh, yes, that too.
And all of our wives have left us.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
They were terrible.
And we're the saddest, loneliest boys.
But you've come to the right place.
Win, I have to ask, is there anything on under that robe?
Of course not. That's why I wear a robe.
Ooh, a pervert. I say we go in.
Easy breezy, let's go. For free, right?
Of course. Your wives left you. The least I can do is cover admissions.
Thank you.
Yes.
And so he kind of waves you guys in. So as you approach this fair, you see different games, and you can see signs for like a fortune teller. You see a weight guesser. You see like a tent that's got like you can tell like that's an event tent. There's like acrobatics, and then you see a tent that's got strange and mystical like symbols on it. It's like the weird and the macabre, and like, so boys, you guys are at a fair. What do you want to do?
What I would love to do is go to that good old classic medieval fair recipe, the best, most fun, the riddle tent.
Oh, we don't have that.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they have a riddle tent, Dwayne.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, you go to a riddle tent.
I want to get a turkey leg before you do that.
Okay. Boys, what do you do first?
I want to eat an elephant's ear.
The actual ear of a
elephant's
pachyderm. Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. Just, it's a fair. I'm sure there's an elephant somewhere. You just walk up and just take it off live. I like mine fresh.
Nightmarish.
Well, I mean, it's, it is what it is. Ain't what it ain't.
I will join Atlas in the riddle tent. Or, I'm sorry, Rowan. No, Kristoff.
There we go.
Got it in 3.
Got it in 3.
Sorry, I just met you.
It's okay, Elmer.
Pretty good.
This is crazy. Here's my number. Maybe. Yes, I would like to go to the riddle tent.
Number for what?
The number of times that darn wife of mine ran out on... anyway. I would like to go to the riddle tent, please. Please tell me riddles for prizes.
Yeah. Okay. So you you walk up and there's like an older man with like some unkempt gray hair, and he's got like a tunic on, and it's like deep green, and he's wearing like brown leather pants. And as you approach, he says, welcome to Wynn's Riddle Fair. Well, it's not the whole fair, but I like to take a lot of credit. But I give you riddles, you win prizes. If you're cunning enough to figure them out, that is.
Oh, this man is drunk as hell.
Of course!
It's a party!
I'm working in a fair. At my age, clearly I did things wrong.
We'll take one of your finest riddles, please.
Well, they are of the highest quality, and no one's ever figured them out, so good luck. Alright. Who's playing first? Because not all of you can play together. That's cheating. 4 brains against 1 old one is not very fair.
Oh, are we up against the riddle or you?
We're fighting him.
I don't think you know how riddles work, my friend.
That's okay. I don't think I need to.
I just
first. Here's a piece of currency.
Age before beauty.
Yeah. Okay.
A nice big chunk of currency for you.
Okay, cool. He says, he looks at you and says, all right, imagine you're in a dark room.
Okay, do I have to close my eyes?
It's up to you if that helps you imagine you being in a dark room.
I'll keep them open.
No, probably the safer bet. Now, how do you get out?
Imagine I'm in a dark room. How do I get out? Well, oh boy, where do I start? Can I see what's around me?
Yes, you can see that you're in a dark room.
I mean, I guess I grope around against the walls until I find a door and then open it? Is that what you're going for?
No, you don't find a door.
You're in a dark room, how do you get out?
Yes, imagine you're in a dark room.
Can I write something on a piece of paper and sleight of hand it to him?
Oh, for sure.
Actually, my friend, I take the piece of paper and rip it up and eat it. I think you've misunderstood. I'm just teasing with my good old friend here, the drunken fool. Of course, I know the answer to this riddle. The answer, my friend, is to stop imagining.
Oh, yes, exactly. We have a winner.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm glad he tore the paper.
The paper said, punch him and run.
What did you write down on the paper?
I don't know. I was going to just make it up.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he pulls down like this like little doll that's like made of twigs, and it's like wrapped in the form of Wynn, which is the god of story and legend. And so it's got like these like wooden wings and a motley mask, so it's like featureless, and it looks like Wynn itself. It's a little crudely made, and he hands it to you.
Oh, a shitty doll, thank you.
That's not very lifelike.
I can't wait to win my shitty doll. Can I have a riddle, please?
Of course you can have a riddle. He says, how can you take 2 from 5 and leave 4?
How can you take 2 from 5 and leave 4? If you buy a meal that costs $5, you get a $2 discount. You leave a $4 tip.
Aha! $5 footlongs.
That's a callback already. No. Unfortunately, that's not quite the solution I was looking for.
But I'm not wrong.
Sure, I guess, but that's not really how.
To be fair, friend, we are 4 local adventurers off to do some damage, and you're an idiot man who works at a fair. So, who do you think won?
Well,
do me a favor, drunk carnival barker guy. Can you make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage?
Sure. I mean, he's rolled real bad, so.
Yeah, I cast dominate person. I just take all the dolls and leave.
Okay, you do that.
I put them in my bag and I leave.
Point of order. Do you give Atlas one?
Yeah, you want one? You can have like 3 of them.
Yes, I want one. I tuck it into my underwear. It's kind of like you can still see it.
Okay, you dominate this poor old guy.
I pull out some rope from my bag and I also have him tie himself up and lay down. Then I leave. I'm good at riddles.
Okay. All right, what other poor fair person do you want to like assault?
What other citizens
You
do you want to
mentioned
accost?
there being a guy who can guess weight. I'd love for him to guess my weight.
Okay, cool. So you go up to the weight tent, or like the giant scale, and it's like comically large and doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And so there's this big like burly man who's like got hair all over him except for the top of his head. And he says, "Welcome, welcome. I guess your weight, and if I'm wrong, you win a prize."
Okay, let me ask you this. So is it one of those things where like there's a range of things you get to choose from, or you just got to be spot on?
I just gotta be spot on. Just gotta nail your weight.
You win often?
It's in a numerical fashion as well, right?
But yes, I guess an exact number.
Okay, there's no way you're gonna win this thing.
If you say so. Sorry?
I'll step up on the scale.
Well, he has to guess the weight first.
No, you step up on the scale, and it reads a weight, and he guesses that exact number.
As he guesses that exact number, I cast Levitate on Atlas. Magic sure as fuck up the carnival, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so he steps up on the scale, you cast Levitate. He doesn't make his guess.
I said as he makes his guess, I cast Levitate.
Okay, but it wouldn't, like, he would make his guess when he reads the weight to, like, defeat that purpose, but if you're gonna do that, that number will change and he'll just do what he normally does, is my point. Like, if you levitate him and the scale goes down, like, he's just gonna do his thing. And so he looks at you, Atlas, and he says, it's very easy. Big, strong orc like yourself, you weigh 342 pounds.
Well, you are completely wrong. That is, I don't care what
Roll
your
me
skill
with
says,
some
it's
saving
broken.
throw.
Oh god! They've turned the tables on us!
15.
Okay, cool. You weigh 342 pounds.
You forgot about the weight of his
This
sins.
world that we live in this is dumb. This thing is broken. Do not use it.
Yep.
I would like to have this this game played on me as well.
Of course.
And I waddle up in front of the guy, careful not to step on the scale.
He looks at you and he kind of says, "Oh, wow, it's tricky with your size, but I think you weigh 212 pounds."
This guy's an idiot.
And I go to step onto the scale, and as I do, Elmer goes to step on the scale, and as he does, Elmer casts Wild Shape. And as he casts Wild Shape, there's like these crunchy guitars that are like doon 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 doon, and I just scream Wild Shape. And I
Wow!
and I turn into a grizzly bear as I step onto the scale.
Okay, yeah, he goes, I'm not
Take that, Hera Beast Man.
fair. Okay. He reaches into his bag and being tricked, he hands you over like this like bottle. Like this glass bottle with a cork in the top of it. And inside there's like this like seed, and he says, "This is a very magical seed. You plant it, and all the fruits you could ever want will grow on that tree."
That's what every seed does.
Yeah.
That's just fruit. You're just describing fruit. If you plant it,
Aren't you
if
sharp?
you plant a seed, it grows into a tree and it grows fruit.
Yes, you're the sharpest that we've had here so far.
All right, I guess. Thank you so much for the seed.
Thank you.
That's that sounds weird.
Another callback.
Thank you for your seed.
I think that he just says it. Is he still a bear?
Yes.
Just like
Dwayne, can I talk as a bear?
Fuck it, yeah, why not?
Yeah. I mean, I assume when I shapeshift, I can still talk, right?
Well, like mechanically in D&D you can't, but this is a fucked up story world, so yeah.
Well, I do a little podcast called Hello for the Magic Tavern, and animals talk in that world. So
Well,
Sure.
That's true. That's a totally different world.
As a courtesy
And you know
to
what?
me, please, you're taking away all my
we got
bits.
you. Absolutely. No.
To be fair, I did talk shit as an eagle last episode.
Although I would love for the next hour of the show to just be like, "Rah-rah."
Highest downloads ever.
Yeah, it's just a lot of mumbling sounds. I like it. Not a lot of difference than our normal podcast, so it's fine. You fit right in.
Here you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. So okay, you guys have played you've now assaulted the poor riddle guy. You have played through weight game. Is there any other games or like event tents you want to see? Like look for Macabre or the fortune teller or like the acrobatics tent.
I would say we take a look in that tent with all the weird symbols and hieroglyphs.
You want to see the weird stuff?
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Okay.
I'm also playing a little game called Keep an Eye Out for the Fuzz because of all those crimes you committed.
Yeah,
No,
I mean-
we're good.
confirmed. No, it's fine.
The fuzz, of course, being any local woodland creature with a pelt.
Including bears.
Including bears.
Watching you. You a cow?
I got my eyes on you. You gotta tell me if you are. It's the law.
Entrapment.
It's
fantasy
So
entrapment.
you guys shuffle your way over there, and now a bear in tow. And when you come up to this this tent that's got all these symbols and this weirdness, when you walk in and you part the curtain, you notice it goes from daylight to pitch black. There's this magical darkness, just pitch black. If you have dark vision, it doesn't do anything for you.
Oh, I know how
and
to
as
get
you-
out of this tent. Stop imagining.
Nailed it. And so and as you step in and you take your first step, a spotlight shines down, and you see a giant elephant.
Oh, now's your chance. Get the ear.
No, it's just time to get that ear. And this elephant looks at you guys, and it begins to twist and turn, and it then becomes a bear, and then it becomes an eagle, and you're almost okay, cool, druid transforming. That's cool. Just saw that. That's not that weird. But then, as you're watching that, you notice it it transforms into a wolf, and you watch as it comes apart, and these two halflings appear, and you hear the first one say,
I am Tom, and this is my brother Tim. And we're unique in that together we can become any animal anyone describes. Go on.
Oh, I can do that, but I don't need a brother, Tim Tom. Slam.
Got him.
Oh, yes,
It's
yes.
almost like we live in a world of fucking magic where magical things happen. I'm waiting to be impressed, Tim Tom.
We can be anything you describe.
A giant dick.
Already
that.
done.
Already
do.
done. Mission accomplished.
they do that. You have a giant phallus in front of you.
Right.
And
I
so
wish I
as you do that, the lights go away on that one, and
How sloppy is it?
How gushy is it?
How
gushy. It is
Oh, no.
gushy. And the light goes away, and another spotlight appears just to your right, and you see this woman, and she has no facial features, so no eyes, no nose, no mouth. And she has this beautiful gold hair, and there's a placard at the bottom that basically it says the woman with no face but knows all.
Is nose spelled N-O-S-E?
Oh, of course.
Hmm.
And so as you guys are looking at her, I want all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Roll dice? No.
Roll dice.
Atlas got a 21.
24. A
Yeah.
natural 24.
These are wise.
17.
19.
You guys are not impressed by her gimmick.
Could have
You
told
all
you that.
succeed.
Ma'am, I hate to say this, but even if you know all, how would you tell us? Unless we gave you a pen and paper.
She doesn't
You
respond.
hear muffles.
She talks.
yeah.
We beat the puzzle.
So because you all saved the wisdom saving throw, it appears to be another shitty attraction in Wynn's fair. And so the lights go dim. And you see another light appear. And Atlas, this one hits a little home for you as you see this like metallic wolf appear, but like normal wolf size, not giant, and it's like frothing at the mouth, and it's got that same like smoky tendrils at the eyes, and 100% this looks like another copy of Edis before you.
I want to grab to my axe, and not like it's just a reflex, and then maybe slowly bring it down
Okay.
and just staring at it.
Is it actually made of metal?
Yes.
I cast heat metal on it.
Okay, you cast heat metal on this like object and this like moving metal wolf. Yeah, you do that.
So is it like animatronic? Is it like a Chuck E. Cheese, but it's the evil dark god Edis?
No, it's not animatronic, but it is a copy of him. And so as you're like looking at that, Kristoff, and you're kind of thinking it's kind of weird for Edis to be here. And then you kind of think of your own god that you've just ran into, Andrin. You watch this like metal form flip and spin and like transform into a copy of the little boy Andrin that you met in the torrent. And instead of having like the metal, it's more like a porcelain skin. And he says, "Oh, hello, welcome."
Yeah, I'm just gonna real quick roll an Arcana check. If that's cool.
Yeah, sure.
That's 17.
Yeah, so you can look and you see this is like it's magic in nature. You don't necessarily know like what this device is or what this spell is, but you definitely know that it's like these are not gods.
Well,
They're-
yeah.
It's like whatever the spell is doing, it's reflecting something off of each of you as you interact with it or as you deal with it.
Rowan, you talk to it.
Wow, it's just gonna turn into Win. I've already seen Win enough. I don't care. Next.
Yeah, so you do that, and it flips.
I would like to
win.
approach this and see what comes.
Yeah, so when you do that, it flips and spins, and ironically, there's this like this badger that appears before you.
Oh, that's my wife.
Well, it's
I've
very
seen
noble
enough.
of you to treat your wife like a goddess.
Yes, she was a goddess in my eyes. I worshipped her.
Until she cheated on me and left us. Yep, confirmed.
Only thing left was adventure.
It's true. Yeah, so you guys see this like magic device that basically essentially shows you your patron. And the lights go dim.
Oh, that's our patron. We should invite one of them to come on our adventure and watch our
Oh.
adventure.
It turns into a Bon.
It turns into Avon, yep. And so the spotlight fades, and now you're left in this darkness. And then like all the lights come on, and it basically like points to the exit. Like that's it.
That was
See you
wonderful.
later.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Yeah, so you guys, I assume exit, or you want to hang out in the tent with no more attractions?
Yeah, I don't want to
No,
see
we
Womp
exit.
Womp or Womp
No,
again,
we-
so let's go.
Yep.
Womp womp or
so-
womp.
Yep. So you guys exit this tent, and in the distance you hear like this screech, like this scream, coming from like the tree that's in the center of this fair.
That's weird. How about them turkey legs, though?
They are delicious. I brought you all some. Don't ask where they were hidden.
I do not eat it.
I totally.
Not on your
Yeah.
life.
Puts them between his thighs. It's the only place.
Still warm.
I have a fanny pack confirmed.
Okay, cool. So, ignore the scream and keep playing carnival games, or
We should go to the scream. We're adventurers. We have to help.
Did you all hear that screech?
I did. Let's go.
We should head
I'll
over there.
follow.
It
At
could
the
be my friend
speed of
Diamond
narrative.
Dustin.
Diamond.
Oh, you're right.
Tell us about him as we go.
Tell us
Yeah,
the
go
story.
ahead. Tell the story.
Tell us about Dustin Diamond. Dustin
Who?
Diamond.
Dustin Diamond? I don't know who that is. My
I
friend's
do last
name
name,
is
comma first.
the inverse Diamond Dustin. Now, this is a man who goes around the world carrying a pouch of diamond dust and sprinkles it wherever he would like. And from where he sprinkles that diamond dust grows nothing, because diamonds aren't an organic... they don't grow into something, right? They are the complete form that they're meant to be. He's a troubled man. Well, that's the story.
That's a good
I
story.
was totally waiting for Scott to be like, actually, diamonds are tied to crystals, and crystals do grow.
Well, I mean,
What?
it is organic. I misspoke, but it's not going to. If you plant a diamond, if you plant a diamond, nothing grows.
That's true.
That's probably true. I don't know if any D&D
That's
lore that
probably
contradicts
true.
that.
I don't know how this world works.
Okay, so
I feel like
diamonds.
it's Schrodinger's cat, honestly. Like, it's in the ground. It could
Diamonds
grow.
are
It could
used-
not grow. You don't know until you
If you
observe
could plant
it.
a diamond and more diamonds grew, don't you think everyone in the world would be a diamond farmer?
Well, here's
That's
the
a
thing.
good point. That's a
So,
very good point.
fucking farming. So, diamonds are a material component in a lot of spells in D&D 5e, and as such, you could.
What are you, fucking Rihanna? I don't care.
You're right.
to the
Diamond's
street.
awful red.
So let's go to the screen. You're right.
Yeah, scream.
I'm a fucking nerd. I'll just go to this thing.
Look, if we're being nerds, fuck Rihanna. Diamonds don't fucking shine, they
I came
reflect.
to eat food and have fun, not get a TED talk on diamonds.
You're the one talking about
You
diamonds.
started it.
Your
yeah,
friend
so
sounds like a gym.
you guys approach this tree, and what you notice is there's a crowd gathering, and
Oh, what
There's
a
like this-
popular tree.
there's like this entryway into the tree, and as you guys like are approaching this ring, you notice like everybody is keeping like a safe distance from like this pretty natural opening in the tree, and you're hearing like murmurings of, "Oh, I can't believe she went in there. She went in there. No, you're not supposed to go in there."
Not supposed to go into what?
And this like human, one of the fair workers, says, "In Wynn's tree, we're not allowed in there."
What, why?
But she went in.
Oh, I'll
It's
go in.
Wynn's tree.
I'd totally go into the tree.
Okay.
Who is she you were referring to?
So canonically, Rowan's heading in there
Yes.
as you're asking these questions. So she says, the guy says, one of the fair visitors. She said, "I don't care whose tree it is. I'm going in there." Not Bright. I told her, don't go in that tree.
I will also enter the tree. I've just met
yeah,
you
I'll go.
three lads, but I feel a close connection even though we've only spent minutes together.
I
Okay.
agree. Let's go.
So
I trust you with my life.
You all head into this tree, and Rowan, you were first in line, and when you walk in, at first it's like dark, but as you like crawl through this like smaller tunnel, Atlas, for you it's gonna be a squeeze. Mr. Bearman gonna be even more of a squeeze. But Rowan, when you get to the center, you see it's like hollowed out, like not completely, so it's not like a dead tree, but it's almost like this was constructed on purpose, and you're seeing like these almost doors. Like each doorway is like made up of intertwining vines and branches, and they're all empty from what you can tell. And this woman is like on her hands and knees, like shaking as she like is on her knees before you. And then everybody else, you kind of like steadfast roll in to see the same thing, with Rowan next to this woman who's like a little delirious.
Ma'am, are you all right?
And she says, ocean, air, too much. I saw it. I saw it all. I saw everything. I saw the end. I saw the beginning. I saw Tommy. I saw them all die.
You've been hanging out with Wynn, huh?
No.
So, what you just saw is a complete and utter fucking farce, and Wynn is a dickhole. Just ignore it. It's all lies. He's fucking with you.
And she says, no, I saw so many worlds, everything. I saw it all. I saw lands of fire and water and lands made completely of ice. All of them. They seem so real.
I disguise self as her. Like, look at this. Is this real? I look like you. You can see this. Is this fucking real?
She loses her shit on, like that does not go well. She
maybe not the most tactical.
Scurries backwards.
Okay, then I disguise self as Kristoff.
Rowan, back off. Let a giant talking bear handle this. Hello, man.
You know what? You're right. This makes more sense. Elmer, you take it over.
My name is Elmer Oaknall. I'm a local. You might have heard of me. Pleased to meet you.
Okay, the pleasure's all mine, I guess.
It didn't sound sincere, but that's fine.
I've been through some things.
Where did you see all these different realities?
And she, motions up to, all these doorways. Like, these empty doorways in the walls. And it's, stacks on stacks on stacks of, doorways. And you can see, ramps and stairs leading up to these different entrances. But they're all, blank.
Oh, did you run in and out of the doors in some sort of Scooby-Doo mystery method?
Perhaps the
yes,
Benny
but
Hill.
of course, to the Benny Hill song.
Oh, of course. Yes, of course.
No.
Were you looking for something specific in these doors?
No, I am not one to be told where to go, and I wanted to rewrite stories, and well, I lost him, and so I thought I could find him, and so I went in. I went in the first door, and what I saw, so I ran out, and I went in another door, and you shouldn't do that.
So you came here with Wynn?
No. I came here for Tommy.
Oh, for
Tim
the
Tom?
twins? The two twins who turned themselves
I
into...
remember that.
No,
Tim
my
Tom?
son.
Oh. What's your name, ma'am?
I don't remember. Why don't I remember?
So Ella said you're looking for Tim Tom.
You probably don't remember because it's all a lie. You don't even have a son.
What? What? No, of course I do.
You just think you do.
Fucking dark.
It's just one of Wynn's tricks. I'm rolling deception 100%.
Okay. She didn't roll super good, and you're good at those, so.
Can she beat a 29?
He's a plebe.
She can't beat a 20. She can't roll a 29. She'd have to fucking crit 20 it. Okay, so explain. You gotta give Steve a little more than you don't have a son.
Nope.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's Wynn, and I take out the loot. I'm like, this is Wynn's loot. I talk with him all the time, and he is a tricky bastard. And he's probably mad at you for coming in this tree that he's super not chill about. So he's punishing you by making you think that you have a son that you're looking for when you totally don't. It never happened.
And when Rowan takes out Wynn's loot, I start to draw a picture in the sand of Wynn playing the loot. So it's Wynn's loot and draw. Worth it.
And she says, but how could I have never had a son if I remember him?
Well, they're fake memories. He rewrites stories. Like, he could rewrite it into existence and out of existence and, never have even been, but you would think that it had because you've got these memories that he just created when it never even existed in this actual reality. It's what he does, and he's a butthole.
Dwayne's just mad you got it so fast. Dwayne's just mad you figured out the whole story.
So, what, how do I know you're real?
spin your top, and if it keeps spinning, well, then you're not in the real place, and you'll know.
How about if we give you these 25 shitty wind dolls, and you wake up tomorrow surrounded by them, you'll know that we were real.
I'm not willing to part with them, frankly.
You can have the one.
These
You
are
can have the one for my
mine.
underwear.
How about one?
How about one?
I got a plan for these.
So I want to get another piece of paper,
Take.
and I'm gonna write the name Tiffany on it, and I'm gonna try to sleight of hand it into her own pocket.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Oh, that's fucking. Oh, it's +7, so it's a 12.
You beat her. Just barely.
Thank
Just
God.
Barely.
She is hysterical.
Like your name is Tiffany. That's who
No,
you are.
No, that doesn't sound right. No.
Reach into your pocket. You put your name in there because it's your shirt.
Okay.
Are you trying to Chris Angel this woman?
Yeah, apparently. I'd still just imagine what Shane's plan is with these wind dolls. Are you gonna make a Blair Witch doll forest with wind dolls?
I'm gonna shove each and every one in a place where Wynn doesn't want them. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a note, and it says Tiffany on it. Why would I write my name on a piece of paper and put it in my pocket?
You just got your clothes dry cleaned. That was so the dry cleaner knew who to give the clothes to.
This doesn't look like a very official ticket.
Well, it's a fucking podunk town. I don't know what you want from me. I'm just trying to help you right now.
I just want my son.
You don't have a son.
Tiffany, which door did you go through first?
I don't think my name that door. And she motions to the closest door.
Well, listen, Tiffany, we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, we'll figure all this out. Find your son. Air quotes.
Elma gives the best hugs. You should try those.
No, I don't think so. That's okay. Seems dangerous. He seems calm for
You
now.
don't want a bear hug?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm okay. I think so.
Tiffany, you just leave and be safe and ignore everything, and we'll take care of, your fictitious children.
Hope you find your son.
So you've now stolen her child's existence, but then you said children, so you've added fictitious children as well.
Yeah.
You come back with children. No, you had more than one.
Maybe
I
you
was
did.
wrong.
There's
You're
multiple.
a terrible mother.
You don't have a son, you have 13 sons.
That's why you can't remember all the names. Tim, Tommy.
Wait a second. I think I got this. Mama? Is that you? It's me, your boy, Timmy.
Felt out well. It's true. Your mom, she didn't die. She just left, lost you in Wynn's tree. He really fucking hates you.
No, I can name all of her 13 children.
Challenge accepted. Go.
Yeah, it's Marky, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Joey, Robbie, Johnny, and Brian.
I suddenly went to go hunting.
Call back to Goodwill Hunting. Anyway.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah, full circle. So yeah, she motions to the first door that she entered.
Seems as good as any.
Yeah.
No. Not for all the money, woman, power in the world. Am I going in the fucking Make You Crazy door?
I'll go on the Make You Crazy door. Fuck it.
I'll go with you, Ro. I mean, at some point we're going to get out of here, right, Ro? The thing's going to string, the twang, and we're going to be back to our regular world. That's what happens.
Yeah, but we came right back. You know what? Fine.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Well, just, boys, I do want to say that whatever we do here today in this tree full of weird space doors, I do want to let you know that when you head off to wherever you head off to, I am left behind with the consequences, so let's not go too crazy.
Elmer makes a very good point, and I respect him too much to fuck anything up. Hoink, let's go.
Looks at the camera. He's like, what?
I didn't want to say anything, but that riddle master, I know him. That's Don, and
He's
he
my
got
neighbor.
tied up, and he's seen my face, so
Oh,
I may already be under arrest.
I tell you what.
Can Super
Elmer,
take
you're
care
right.
of that too?
Well, then you need to have this story rewrote, Elma. Like, that's a thing that needs to happen.
That's our new
No,
quest.
it's boys, it's fine. You're used to going wherever you want and shitting where you eat, but I'm just here to tell you that there are consequences. People are affected by your actions, so
But you're saying that
even though it's fun to gaslight a woman into thinking she doesn't have kids, I do have to live on until as long as I live. with what happens here.
But you're saying I don't.
You don't, I assume,
Okay.
if you magicked away.
Yeah. Then don't worry. I'll totally be more responsible.
I just don't want to fall through the thin ice that is my world. Because
You'll be
you're
fine.
stomping
Have we been
and clomping
completely
around.
inconsiderate of the people we've been thinking that we're helping when in reality we're just making things worse on them while we leave?
What one time we did like save some people and rewrite history and save their lives.
I need to go back and listen to every episode. we've
One
ever done
time,
in
but
light of this.
he's actually right. Everywhere
We are
you guys
dicks.
go, you're like, fuck it, this isn't gonna matter. We're just gonna get magicked away. Oh,
You built the narrative device, so who's the real devil here?
you guys.
You're right.
Whatever.
What are you talking? All right, so you go
I
to the
think
first
hell
door.
for you three should be living 100 years in each of the realities that you've ruined.
That's perfect. I just want immortality, and if we keep going through these enough, then I'll basically achieve that. Excellent.
Yeah, it's basically the same. Yeah, so you guys go into that first door, and you all pass through it pretty easily, except for Kristoff. When you go through that door,
I feel the weight of 25 wind dolls weighing me down. Let me pass.
They all come to life.
No, you just notice like it's where they just like walk through this doorway. You kind of feel like you walk through like a thick pudding. You have to walk through, like
Like
it's
a
like
pudding
there's something,
membrane.
holding you back. Yeah, like a membrane. That's perfect.
Ooh. And when I walk through the doorway, I want to walk through the doorway like I was walking onto a yacht.
Ooh.
You do that.
Perfect.
You do exactly that. It's
Like
it's
a-
very
like a bear
aloof,
walking
like
onto a yacht.
step forward, like you're
Mhm.
waiting for everything to shift under the weight of your foot.
Mm.
So when you guys like walk through this doorway, you arrive in this like podunk town, and you see like this like farm. You can see it to the north, and it's got like some oxes like towing the farm. Fuck, what are those called? Anybody know
A yoke?
For what? Sorry, I
name?
totally
Is
checked
that its
out.
actual name?
What, a yoke?
Yeah, the fucking bracket that they put on them.
Yeah, it's a yoke.
Yeah, it's a yoke.
It's a yoke.
Okay. Well, okay. Everybody in here is a farming expert except for me. That's a yoke. Everybody knows
Does
fucking
this
draw
farm
the
plant
line.
diamonds?
It does actually.
As we
This
all
is
know,
Diamond
diamonds, when
Dustin's
planted,
farm. Yeah, it's big old sign that says they do fucking grow. Like, in fact, it's Diamond Dustin's farm, and like
like that there's-
subtitle, yes, they fucking grow.
I like that the sign would presume everybody's had that fight.
He's had it every
They
single
do
time there's an
grow.
On a long
They
enough
do
timeline.
fucking grow. Yeah, exactly. You come up and you go to buy something. Yes, they're natural. They grow.
They grow
You pick
into
them
a
right
beautiful
off these
story.
fucking vines.
Fuck off.
Yep. No, so you see these oxes at work in the fields, and you see this like crude dock, and in the distance there's like a newer like light tower. You can see that it was like just built off the coast. Boys, do me a favor and roll a history check for me, please.
Crit 1.
Natural 20.
Atlas, you boy,
Hey,
you
1.
you know nothing.
A 19.
19, Shane.
13.
All right, and cool, and we got his crit 20 over there. So boys, everybody but Atlas, you recognize this is like the early stages of Oxbane.
When the ox was still
early
alive.
And so Oxbane is like a coastal city that the boys started their adventure in, and this version of Oxbane is not at all like the one you recognize, but you can kind of see the shapes that are forming: the farm, the new lighthouse, and it is real podunk comparatively. And you kind of get this glimpse of Magister Trestle, but like much younger. And he's like in those royal noble's clothes, and he like walks by and just like bitch slaps somebody. And you hear him say, "If I wanted your opinion, I wouldn't want it. Don't speak again." And he like continues to like walk off.
He's gonna get murdered by demons one day. He gets his comeuppance.
That's fair. I was gonna go pants him, but
karma. So yeah, you guys are now in this like newer city of Oxbane, and you can kind of see the town forming, but it feels like cutthroat. Like you get this like cutthroat feeling. Like you don't feel very safe at all, and you're just like in the like a standard street.
I get down on all fours, and you hear some guitar crunching, and I yell "wild shape," and I take the form of ox, just to be a little less suspicious.
You don't want to be the namesake of this town, my dude.
No.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's the reason it's Oxbane.
Maybe he just bitch slapped an ox.
The citizen.
Maybe an ox kills a guy.
Oxel
the bane
Oxley.
of oxes. Yep.
Oxel Oxley, the apothecary. Get out of here!
Yeah, and so you guys see like I said, you see Magistrate Trestle do that, and then you see Entail Lady Trestle, and she has like this like group of gentlemen around her, like in nicer clothing, and she's like telling them all about how great Oxbane will be. Just give it time, and it's going to be the best thing, this region's ever seen, and Orenthal's going to be huge, all because of Oxbane. And Kristoff, you especially pick up on this just because you and hers past. Your like hatred towards her or comeuppance with her.
Isn't this Lisa?
What?
Or whatever, like the imposter was?
No, this is
Linda?
the real. Lady
This
Trestle
is
runs
Lady
off with the
Trestle.
best.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is not Lisa at all. And so you're kind of seeing flashes of how Oxbane like started.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave a bunch of cryptic notes, and I'm gonna use copper from the torrent to just leave a bunch of cryptic notes underground.
Oh, okay, cool. And just forever change the history of the podcast that's ever started. Just like,
Yeah,
hey guys,
I'm gonna be like,
there's a
just
door
because Fawn is the
under
true
the city.
ruler of this land.
Yep. Yeah, there's a door under the city. Go and just blow it up. Like, don't even worry about the key.
Yeah, I do that too. That's a better idea. I was just gonna do weird dick things, but yeah, no, I put that
that's
as well.
fair. That adds up. Yeah.
I also want to purchase a lot of stock in Oxbane right now.
I want to purchase a lot of
What
stock
kind
in
of
shovels.
Shovels? Yeah. Nailed it. No. And so as you guys are starting to get acclimated, the world shifts around you, and now you see Oxbane like in flames.
I remember
again.
this.
No. This is further out.
Oh.
It's like in ruins and flames. And this is like the end of Oxbane.
It was a matter of time, really.
Yeah. Meh.
Yeah, unfortunately, what you do see that's concerning is like wanted posters for you three boys. And then there's
no
like
ox, no ox, no ox.
oh no, there's no ox, but there's a bear.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh,
Like,
phew.
there's a bear. Like, well, hey, that's not me, man. That's not me. There's their weird bear companion causing problems. And then each of you boys roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah, I would love to.
You got a nat 20.
18.
All about those gnats.
9.
Did you say wisdom saving?
I did.
14, 22.
All right, so three of you doing real good. Rowan, you see like the worst possible future for Rowan, which is like no one
let him
knows
tell
who
us.
you are.
Let him tell us what the worst possible future. I want to hear it in his
Oh,
words.
go ahead. Tell me your version of Rowan's worst possible future.
That he's just basically stuck in a fucking time loop doing these jumps all the time and never actually doing anything because he's a complete nihilist now. And already knows that it doesn't matter because it can all be rewritten anyway. If Wynn's got so many people jumping through time, he could just have somebody jump around again and again, and it doesn't even matter. So nothing he does matters as opposed to everything he does matters.
Isn't that your present then?
Yes.
I asked for your
exactly.
future.
Exactly, Dwayne.
Okay, yeah, you see that, and it ends up startling you pretty heavily.
I canonically cannot say that it does. This is reality. It's like, makes sense.
Makes sense, adds up. Okay, and you all, like, or at least Rowan, you kind of get the idea of what happened to this woman. That, like, she was just shown, like, real intense pictures of all of this, like, all of these different timelines that could have been, like what you guys are experiencing. And this, like, little boy walks up to you, you four, and,
Hi, are you Tim or Tom?
Are you Tiffany's kid?
Who's Tiffany?
It's the crazy
You
lady.
don't have a mom. Sorry to tell you, kid.
What?
You never did.
You're
Bye. Bye. Let me fade. Bye.
Goodbye.
Then you guys walk out the door you came through?
Oh, I see why you ruin realities. It's fun as hell.
Exactly. Join us.
Dope as fuck. Other people gotta deal with this mess, not me.
Yeah, that's their problem, not ours. If it's that big of a deal, someone else can come and clean it up.
You know, like a hero.
Yeah, like a real hero.
Okay, yeah, so this boy runs off and, like, into the distance
come on.
crying.
That was a joke.
Yeah,
Come on.
no,
That
it's canonical now.
well, then he needs to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to command him to do what I want. That's better.
I mean, 13.
Yeah, come back.
Alright, okay, so you dominate this kid.
Yes.
And he comes back. He comes
Not
back.
a phrase
We have-
you ever want to hear.
Yeah,
No.
Hey, Christoph, have a seat. Yeah, and I walk him back to the door.
Yeah, so Wynn's on the other side of the table. Do you know what? Why are you here, Kristoff?
Yeah.
Why-
Listen,
okay, so you walk him back.
You don't even know that that's actually her kid. It
yeah,
could be
well,
some ancient.
It's her kid now. He needs a mom. She needs a son. Bibbidi bobbidi.
You never even
Let's go.
listened to him. He might not have been like, "Hey, have you seen my mom?" He might not have said that at
Well,
all.
Maybe he wouldn't have run away if you weren't like, "Hey, you don't have a mom."
So you guys walk out the door with this kid, then, right? Returning
Yeah.
to
Great,
his
now
mother.
we're
Do we
kidnappers.
talk to him first? Like, wouldn't that be a thing we do?
3 adventurers and a little kid.
It's 3.5 men.
Yes, exactly. And an ox.
And an
And an
ox.
ox. That's the car.
Wait,
yeah,
is
so you guys-
the name of the town Oxbane?
Yep.
It is.
Then I want to talk to the kid while putting my hooves over my mouth, and I want to go, "You were raised on the farm. I was born in it." And pat myself on the back for a
And then-
sweet
and-
Oxbane impression.
And then Alex casts
Oh,
a spell.
gosh.
What spell do you cast, Alex?
I don't know.
Bane is the spell that you have. All right, let's go.
Do I even
Come on.
have that?
Nailed it.
You
I
do. You
do.
cast it in episode
You do have
3.
that.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys exit and walk up to this woman with this kid.
Yeah.
And try to convince her it's her kid.
I mean,
Tiffany, who's your
I
boy?
assume it was. I snap my fingers and I break concentration. Is this your mother?
No.
Go back to that door. Go back to that door
What?
right now.
Your mom's
Go back
that
to the
way.
door right now.
He does not do that. This woman. Of course, that's my son. Of course.
Oh no.
Very Jerry Springer of you.
He says you're not his mom.
He's wrong. He's confused. He's confused. Just like you told me I didn't have a kid. I was confused. But I do have a kid. Look, he's right
No,
here.
you
He's
don't have a
right
kid.
here.
This isn't your kid.
No,
this
it
is another
You
kid that
brought
we
him
haven't
back
helped.
for me.
No, it didn't bring
Alright.
him back for you. We brought him
You
back because he
did.
was in danger.
No.
I see the error of my ways now. I see how this might have
I see
been.
what. Yeah.
This might have been both cruel to the child as well as the mother. At this point.
No, that's my son. I don't know her. Yes, of course you do. Don't worry, Tommy. You're mine.
I'm gonna pick the boy up and throw him through the door.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Into the burning ruins of Oxbane.
In the
Where he
correct door, like
belongs.
this same door before you have me throw him into another different door.
I like
You're
that.
still throwing a child.
Whatever. They
I figured I'd throw a
they
child
heal
through
quick.
the door.
Cool. You chuck the child through the door.
That was one of the carnival games. Chuck the child, step right on up, chuck the child, yeah?
Step on up, chuck the child. Yeah, so you do that, I guess. You throw this kid through this door, and this woman, like, screeches.
Go get him.
She, like, attacks you, Atlas.
How so? Like, I can't imagine.
Split her in
she's
half.
not gonna hit, but she, like, runs up to you and, like, just starts, like, wailing on you with her hands.
I'm just gonna bear hug her. She doesn't mean she doesn't know what she's doing.
Okay.
I'll try to grapple her.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to roll for that. Like,
cool.
She's hysterical.
She's a
So yeah, you
broken
have this,
shell
like-
of a woman.
Yeah, you have
That's
this
that.
broken shell of the woman in your arms. What do you want to do with her?
I'm just gonna bear hug her and try to calm her down.
By suffocating her? Like, what do you mean calm her down?
No, I'm just so she can't so I don't have to hit her. Just so like I can hold her.
Yeah.
She's not hitting me.
He wants the grapple to turn into more of an embrace.
Yeah,
Do you
no,
immediately suffocate people? Trying to just like that's your first thing is like, well, I guess
you just
try
threw
to
a
hit them,
kid
just
through a
suffocate
door,
you.
okay? I don't feel like there's, like, barriers here. You guys kidnapped
For
the
his
kid,
own
brought her
good.
back to a crazy person. All right, look, there are no lines here. We've all established.
We've already established that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, so she's like... Go ahead, Crystal.
Can she make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage?
Sure. Just... I shit you not, I just rolled 2 nat 20s.
Oh.
I've
She dominates me.
never done that, period. But I did.
I attempt to calm her down. You hear crunching guitar. I yell wild shape, and I turn into a small goat. And I say, "Here, I'm your kid. Here,
I love it.
Okay,
here's me, mommy, mama, mommy,
She,
my mommy."
like, she gets out of attempts to get out of Atlas's embrace. Do you let her go, or does she need to?
Yeah.
And runs over to this goat and is ecstatic to have her child back.
Bleat, it's
Ecstatic.
me.
Bleep.
Oh, great! Yes, my son. And she picks you up into her arms and like gonna rocking this baby goat.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put my arm around Rowan. With my arm around Atlas. I'm bringing him real close. We did good today.
We did it.
Bring your families together.
You guys
And
did
so-
nothing. I did everything. What are you talking about?
We found you a new wife.
So
Yes.
So, all right, look, this is the perfect. I could not have ever orchestrated anything better than what's going to end this episode because
I got you a new wife. The woman who's holding a goat, thinking it's her son. I got you a new wife.
That's allowed. Yeah. I like it.
so
Amazing.
She runs with this baby goat in her arms through a doorway.
Oh, a different doorway?
As you what?
A different door, like the main one, or just a different? Oh god!
A different doorway. She just picks a door as you boys fade away to the sound of Wynn's lute.
Oh,
All right.
neat.
You did it. You got that woman a son.
What a hey,
and
you know how
as-
sometimes we...
Well, I was just going to say, as they slowly fade away, can they just hear in a very strong goat voice, "Fuck you"?
Don't give up on your marriage so quickly.
Doesn't every man want to be married to a woman who thinks that
He's
person
a
is
goat
their
and a
son?
child.
Yeah.
There's
You know how
nothing more poetic than him going, "You guys just fuck everybody's world up."
It worked for Oedipus.
We
To now
fulfilled
be
your own
kidnapped by this
prophecy.
So you know how sometimes we have the perfect name to an episode that just appears in
Yeah.
in our banter? I have it. It's fucking garbage fire. Fucking garbage fire with special guest.
Yeah, nailed it.
No, I was
Nailed
a
it.
part of the garbage fire.
Fair enough.
I shit you not. That's where the episode's ended.
Good, because I like that my deception, you don't even have a son, was the best thing, and that telling him to fuck off the second we were in there was also the best thing.
Oh, that went not at all how any of that intended to, but that's okay. That's every episode of the Lawful Superboys. Here's a plan.
Tell us a little bit.
Yeah.
Give us a quick
Yeah,
summary
yeah.
about how it was supposed
Not
to.
important at this point.
That's super important.
No,
Who was the woman? Was that Win or was it?
Well, the point was to like save a kid and basically
Ride a cowboy.
Well, I did.
Save a kid, right?
Anyways, it's a great episode. It's been real good. I want to thank our guests for joining us, and I want to give you an opportunity to like tell us more about what you do and where people can find you, and basically like this is your time to like plug all your shit, man. Like,
Oh, very nice. I did it up top, but Hello from the Magic Tavern. Check that out. If you go to IO, if you're ever in Chicago and you go to IO Theater, you can check me out doing a show called World News Tonight every Saturday. Check out Sibling Speculator. Please listen to Hey Riddle Riddle. And thank you all so much for having me on. This is a GD delight.
Now the filters come out.
when
I'm playing myself, I would never curse, but as a character.
I like the idea of me immediately going to the website and updating it now, like, direct quote from $1.05 from Hello from the Magic Tavern. It's a GD delight.
GD delight, yep. That's a real review. Yep.
It's a real. Hey, iTunes. Hey, I know this is a verbal thing, but can you
order this, please? 3
Every star
stars,
makes
solid.
fake accounts, yeah, with his name.
I give it 25 Windalls.
out of how many? No
of
one
25.
knows. Oh, well, that's perfect.
This is perfect. That's perfect score. I love it. It's good. Yeah, man, that was hey, thanks for joining us. This is kind of what most of our episodes end up like, a little all over the place, never plan. That's fun. It's good time.
Yeah. So anytime you want me on Hello from the Magic Tavern, you got my deets. Hit me up.
It's bold.
He just laughs.
Because that's probably like
All
one of the
right.
craziest things growing up, when people would just like invite themselves to your house. You're like, dude,
I'm coming over for dinner.
Yeah, when can I come over?
Tell your
Make
mom
sure
you need
it's
extra
chicken
plate.
breast.
Yeah, that was about 4 years where like 6 of our friends just kind of invited themselves over to live at my house.
I lived at your house. Yep.
To live at your house. That's an invitation. It's like they come in and just squatters' rights. This is my house. You can't evict
You
me.
just wake up and it's like,
Huh?
No, we didn't actually.
Alex and I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a wait. Grew
Okay.
up together. I don't think either of you have grown.
We gained a lot of life experiences together.
Yeah.
You can read about them in what's the name of that booklet?
The Western
How to check
Kentucky
if you have
PhD.
gonorrhea.
Sexuality Today.
Chapter 2.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
can
That's their biopic.
PH
really.
365.
Page 365. Yeah, you can check that out. So me and Alex grew up together. Devin and Dwayne worked together. Me and Devin are old army buddies, and we played D&D.
And then
Very cool.
we made a podcast. Hopefully everybody else can do it. We can do it too.
Yeah.
Turns out, not
Yeah,
as easy as it
There's
looks.
that.
So
Way
far,
harder.
so terrible.
Yeah,
So far,
okay.
all I can say is sorry.
That should be
Ooh.
a t-shirt. So far, so terrible.
yeah, confirmed.
Podcast name change.
Yeah, so far so
Yep.
terrible. Next run.
Shane, do you want to do your?
Yes, I would
Roll
love
for
to roll for
humanity?
humanity. End the Backlog is the name of the charity. And the Backlog is the name of the charity that we will be rolling for.
And
Today?
can you tell me about this charity? Because I literally know nothing about this one.
I would absolutely love to, Dwayne. So it's basically, if you want to talk about it, like it's experts estimate that there are hundreds of thousands of uninterested or untested kits in police and crime lab storage facilities throughout the country where there's no comprehensive national data on the nature and the scope of the rape kit backlog. And this organization donates funds to try to get that backlog away, to make sure that these tests are done the way they're supposed to and that any perpetrators are held to the highest and most effective justice. And they can't do it on their own because there's a lot of bureaucracy, there's a lot of red tape. So they need money from people like us. And then we roll D20s. And it's 13, and they get $13 from us, and then they can end the backlog. So if you go to the website endthebacklog.org, you can actually see in your own state how big the backlog is of these untested rape kits that are just waiting in facilities for people to get justice and closure and some sort of semblance of moving forward. So yeah, it's an issue.
Dang. Well,
Anybody want to make the next joke?
Nope.
Nope.
Fair.
Okay.
No, good cause.
Thanks for being on the show, and
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do
And that's really outstanding. You guys donate to. I didn't know that you guys donate to charities at the end of every episode. That's amazing.
At the end of every D&D session, we do a roll for humanity, and it's a different charity each month that our patrons vote on. And that's what we do. And then this all
That's
started
really incredible,
from,
guys. It's so
May.
funny that, and when you make believe, you ruin lives, but in real life, you support and help out lives.
Yeah, it actually started as an initiative called Min Max Mankind that we started in May. So that's kind of our annual big charity drive where we encourage other shows and podcasters and people to take up the cause and add that to them. So if you want to be on the challenge list, it's like Ice Bucket style challenge. So if you want to be on that challenge list, you just give me your deets and it'll happen in May.
What's
the challenge? Like, what do you?
It's the same.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, you roll a d20, and you at the end of whatever show or session or whatever it is that you do, you said you're in a weekly game, so at the end of your weekly game, it's the perfect time to roll that d20, contribute the amount to a charity that you choose in the month of May, and then you make like a short video and you challenge another group or another organization to take up the mantle, and then they challenge them. That's the idea. It's like Ice Bucket style challenge.
That's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I'll get you the deets when you're on Magic Tavern.
And he just ends call.
Oh, and also
I can't promise. I don't make those calls for the entire squad that you would be on the show, but
we have a verbal contract in its own recording. But
no. Yeah, it's a really cool thing. Basically, it's exactly like that, and last year was like a huge success. It was the first year we managed to put it on, and it was like a lot of people like came out of the woodwork to do that and to like get on board with the ice bucket challenge style. Like it was really cool. I've never seen something like grassroots like that explode.
We had a lot of businesses that did like dice trays and dice, and they donated for like a raffle for us to give away to people who donated. That was all out of their pockets, and they're supporting. We had like Tack from Cheap Ass Games, because we all love Patrick Rothfuss and Name of the Wind, and we had just so many people. It was like $3,500 plus that we were able to do in the first year, and it was kind of like really a whim. Awesome. Yeah, it was just kind of the thing that we put together, and like so that's why we do it every session. Ever since May, we've done it at the end of every session. That's Roll for Humanity, and we kind of we're really looking forward to this May. Honestly,
that's awesome.
If we were able to do that last year, kind of just throwing it together, I hope that our combined efforts and planning can do more.
Oh yeah! And also, if you guys are big fans of Pat Rothfuss, then I suggest the title of this episode be "The Name of the Wind."
We've never put it together. We've had recurring win this whole time. We're actually doing a Name of the Wind tabletop game. We're recording it on the 4th of February. So cool. Yeah, are you take it you're a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan. He's been on Magic Tavern before, and we've hung out just through different cons and stuff. Got to
what episode? A few times. What episode number was he in?
It's probably somewhere in the 60s or 70s. Probably in the 60s.
That's amazing. I never knew that.
He came on and played like a healer, like who's selling sort of different, different potions and whatnot.
That's very cool.
An apothecary.
Nice. Well, boys, let's play him out.
Oh, we're gonna say we love you, goodbye.
Aww.
Yeah. Love you, mean it.
We love you, bye. Bye. We just do it all the time. We just talk over each other.
Bye forever.
Yeah, you are great.